Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of Lakers, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
NBA rumors. Key contributor could be on his way out of the Lakers. One of the unexpected bright spots for the Los Angeles Lakers during last season's playoff push, Dorian Finney-Smith, could soon be on the move, and not necessarily by the team's choice. The impact of Dorian Finney-Smith. Finney-Smith arrived in Los Angeles in late December 2024 as part of the trade that sent D'Angelo Russell to the Brooklyn Nets. Since joining the Lakers, the veteran forward carved out a meaningful role off the bench, averaging 7.9 points and 3.6 rebounds in under 30 minutes per game. He brought grit, hustle, and much-needed defensive versatility to a team in flux. Following Anthony Davis's departure in February, Finney-Smith even stepped into a starting role at times, earning the trust of then-new head coach J.J. Redick, who often leaned on him in the playoffs over traditional big man Jackson Hayes. Whether locking down wings or hitting clutch corner threes, Finney-Smith became a quiet but essential piece of the Lakers' postseason rotation. Decision time: stay or test the market. Despite proving his value, Finney-Smith is reportedly leaning toward declining his player option for the 2025-26 season, according to ESPN's Shams Charania. That would make him an unrestricted free agent, free to test the open market and possibly join a team willing to offer him a more defined role or longer-term stability. The 31-year-old is entering the final phase of a 4-year, $52 million deal he originally signed with the Dallas Mavericks in 2022. With the final year of that contract being a player option, the decision is now in his hands. What's next for Finney-Smith, and for the Lakers? It's still unclear how Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office plan to shape the roster this summer, especially with the team actively pursuing new stars and young talent. While Finney-Smith earned a spot in last season's rotation, his role for next year is far from guaranteed, which could be a key reason he's exploring other options. The deadline for his decision is June 30th, leaving both Finney-Smith and the Lakers in a brief waiting game. Should he opt out, he'll likely draw interest from several playoff contenders seeking a proven 3-and-D veteran who can contribute immediately on both ends of the floor. And if he stays, he could still be an important part of a Lakers team looking to retool around Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, but only if there's mutual belief in what comes next. A defining moment for both sides. Dorian Finney-Smith's decision, to opt in or test free agency, could define more than just his future. For a Lakers organization eager to build around Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, it poses a critical question: do they retain a veteran glue guy or pivot toward explosive new talent? The marketplace and his value. Expect Finney-Smith to attract serious interest this summer. Several contenders in need of a trusted 3-and-D wing, such as the Miami Heat, Dallas Mavericks, his former team, or the San Antonio Spurs, have cap space or bird rights to woo him with a 3- to 4-year deal worth $20 to $25 million per season. Despite turning 31, his playoff grit, defensive versatility, and clutch corner threes make him one of the more coveted mid-tier free agents in the off-season class. Lakers front office at a crossroads. For Rob Pelinka and company, the decision isn't just roster-related, it's philosophical. If they keep Finney-Smith, it means they value NBA seasoned grit and understanding of winning culture. His presence brings stability, mentorship, and defensive balance. If they let him walk, it signals a shift toward a younger, more dynamic identity, one that embraces higher risk, higher upside wings like Reeves or potential summer additions. Finney-Smith's departure would free up roughly $15 to $18 million in cap space, creating both opportunity and question marks, especially if another veteran wing isn't added in response. Fan and team reactions. Inside the locker room, Finney-Smith is well-liked and respected. His professionalism, unfiltered interviews, and consistent effort resonate with teammates and staff alike. In fan circles, comments on social media echo similar sentiments. He's that glue guy every title contender needs. Letting him walk without a strong replacement would feel like a real downgrade. Broader repercussions for the Lakers. Beyond the individual move, Finney-Smith's potential exit points to larger implications. Depth impact. His departure would intensify the Lakers' need for rotational wings to balance their young backcourt and star duo. Competitive identity. With Doncic and Reeves heading the attack, Los Angeles could be signaling a fast-paced, perimeter-first style, meaning defensive and positional adjustments are coming. Strategic flexibility. Letting Finney-Smith go could create cap flexibility that allows for a larger future splash, perhaps a max-level signing or mid-season trade to shore up a missing piece. What's coming next? June 30th. Finney-Smith's deadline to opt in or out throws the first domino. Early July, free agency begins, and names like Kyle Anderson and Royce O'Neal may enter the Lakers' radar. Training camp and preseason. If he opts in, expect Finney-Smith to cement his role early. If he opts out, the Lakers' front office will be under pressure to find his replacement. Dorian Finney-Smith's decision is more than personal, it's symbolic. Will LA keep its veteran anchor, or fully lean into its new era? The choice could define the trajectory of this promising yet evolving Lakers squad. Rob Pelinka promises aggressive off-season. Lakers will be super active in trade and free agency markets. With the start of free agency looming, Lakers president of basketball operations and GM Rob Pelinka is feeling the heat, and he's making it clear the front office is preparing to make bold moves. The pressure is especially high as Los Angeles looks to secure Luka Doncic's contract extension, which becomes possible in August. But for Doncic to commit long-term, the Lakers must first surround him with a roster that can seriously contend for a championship. Addressing the center position, a clear priority. One of the Lakers' biggest off-season needs is shoring up the center position, and Pelinka openly acknowledged that it's a top priority. Speaking to Spectrum Sportsnet following the NBA draft, Pelinka emphasized the urgency. Now that the draft's over, we'll be diving into meetings upstairs, fully focused on free agency. Like I said at the end of the season, one of our biggest priorities is solving the center position, and that's going to be front and center for us as free agency begins. We're ready to go all in to make sure we address every hole in the roster and give Coach J.J. Redick all the tools he needs to make this team great next season. Expect the Lakers to be aggressive. Due to limited cap flexibility, Pelinka noted the Lakers will also be highly active in the trade market, a space where they may find more room to maneuver. We're going to be super active. We'll explore every option and utilize every mechanism the CBA gives us. That's what we have to do. We've got players with pending options, and once those decisions are finalized in the next few days, we'll have clarity on how to best attack free agency. The draft ends tonight, but our work is already shifting to free agency, and we're not going to rest until we get it right. Reports suggest the Lakers are expected to have access to the taxpayer mid-level exception, around $5.7 million, and they're already being linked to veteran centers like Clint Capella and Brook Lopez. However, if the Lakers are aiming for a longer-term solution in the front court, they may need to get creative on the trade market. There's also interest in bolstering the bench with more depth at the wing and guard spots, giving Pelinka a long to-do list heading into a critical summer. A league in motion, and the Lakers can't afford to fall behind. The NBA offseason is already buzzing, with stars like Kevin Durant, Drew Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis, Desmond Bane, Anthony Simons, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope all involved in major trade talks or moves. Pelinka had predicted this flurry of activity, a summer of movement across the league, though the Lakers have yet to fully join the action, aside from a strategic move up the second round of the 2025 NBA draft. But make no mistake, according to Pelinka, the real work starts now. With Luka Doncic's future, roster holes, and championship expectations all on the line, the Lakers are preparing to move decisively, and fans should expect an aggressive, fast-moving offseason. The stakes are rising. What's next for the Lakers? With Rob Pelinka promising the Lakers will be super active this offseason, the pressure is officially on. The next few weeks could shape the future of the franchise, especially with Luka Doncic eligible for a contract extension in August. To secure that long-term commitment, Pelinka and his front office must first prove that this roster is serious about contending for a championship. Exploring the trade market. Given the team's limited financial flexibility, trades may be the most realistic path to significant roster upgrades. The focus is expected to be on two key areas. Center depth. If free agent targets like Clint Capella or Brook Lopez don't pan out, the Lakers may pursue trade options. A veteran big who can protect the rim and stretch the floor would be ideal to complement Doncic. Wings and perimeter defense. Adding size and shooting on the wings is another priority. With other playoff teams loading up, Los Angeles must respond with smarter, tougher role players who can defend and hit open shots. If the Lakers can pull off a trade that improves both ends of the floor, they could quickly reposition themselves as a serious Western Conference threat. Free agency and mid-level opportunities. While blockbuster trades get most of the attention, free agency still offers key tools. Taxpayer mid-level exception. Around $5.7 million, the Lakers could use this to target an experienced center or a floor spacing wing. Veteran minimum signings. Smart, low-risk contracts for experienced players can offer valuable depth. This is especially important if the team chooses to preserve cap space for future flexibility. Two-way deals. Summer league and training camp will give younger undrafted talent a chance to earn spots and possibly contribute during the season. League-wide implications. Moves made in Los Angeles rarely go unnoticed. If the Lakers land a reliable big and add bench depth, it could shift the balance in the Western Conference. Conversely, if they fail to upgrade, questions will intensify about their long-term direction and Doncic's future with the franchise. With teams like Denver, Oklahoma City, and Phoenix gearing up for deep playoff runs, the Lakers can't afford to fall behind. Who's watching the Lakers? Several free agents and trade targets are monitoring the situation closely. Clint Capella remains a top target, bringing rebounding and rim protection. Brook Lopez offers elite shot blocking and shooting, but fit and cost could be concerns. Wing depth may come in the form of players like Kyle Anderson or Royce O'Neal, who bring playoff experience and versatility. These types of players may be more willing to join if Doncic commits long-term, but that hinges on how much better the team gets over the summer. The road ahead. Here's what the timeline looks like. Late June, player options and preliminary trade talks. Early July, free agency begins and the Lakers aim to land key targets. August, Luka Doncic becomes eligible for a max extension. September-October, training camp opens and the new-look roster starts to take shape. Final thoughts. This offseason isn't just about tweaks. It's about proving the Lakers are still a destination for stars and a threat in the playoffs. Rob Pelinka's front office has a lot of work ahead, and the margin for error is razor-thin. If the Lakers deliver, they can convince Doncic to sign and restore the team's contender status. If they fall short, the franchise risks losing more than just a summer. They risk losing the future. Magic Johnson believes Mark Walter is the right person to lead the Lakers into the future. The Los Angeles Lakers are on the verge of a historic transition. The iconic franchise, long owned and operated by the Buss family, is being sold to Los Angeles businessman and CEO of TWG Global, Mark Walter, a move officially announced by both parties. While Walter was already a minority stakeholder in the team, his deeper connection to the Lakers runs through someone who knows the heart of the franchise as well as anyone, Magic Johnson. If you are new here, leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Having worked closely with Walter as part of the Los Angeles Dodgers ownership group, Magic has seen firsthand what kind of leader Walter is, and he couldn't be more confident in what's to come. One thing Jeannie Buss was always going to do was make sure the team landed in the right hands, Magic told the Los Angeles Times. If she was going to sell, it had to be the right person. And Mark Walter is the right person to take over and guide us for the next 30-40 years. This is the best news Lakers fans around the world could have hoped for. A transition built on trust and vision. This sale didn't happen overnight. Magic shared that Walter had his eyes on the Lakers for a long time, starting by purchasing a minority stake from former owner Philip Anschutz. Over time, Walter built a relationship with Jeannie Buss, rooted in mutual respect and a shared understanding of the franchise's deeper meaning. Jeannie had to know that if she handed this off, it would be to someone who truly got it, someone who would honor her father's legacy, stay deeply involved in the community, and carry forward everything the Lakers stand for, Magic said. According to Johnson, Walter not only understands the Lakers' legacy, he embraces it. He knows that being the steward of this franchise means more than winning basketball games. It means upholding a global brand that touches millions and carries the weight of decades of excellence. A proven leader with a championship mindset. Walter's track record with the Dodgers speaks volumes. Under his ownership, the team saw massive investment, smart leadership hires, and a return to elite status. Magic says Lakers fans should expect the same kind of thoughtful, ambitious vision for their team. Mark hires great people. He surrounds himself with winners, Magic said. He's not afraid to make bold moves, and he's always willing to invest in success. That's exactly the kind of leadership the Lakers need to get back to championship form. What stands out even more to Magic is Walter's humble behind-the-scenes approach, something he says mirrors Jeanie Buss's leadership style. You don't see Mark out in front all the time. That's not his style, just like Jeanie. They both care deeply, but they lead quietly. And that's why this works. A new era, with the right foundation. While the sale still needs to go through final approvals and legal formalities, it's expected to be completed by late 2025. But the tone has already been set. This isn't just a business transaction, it's a passing of the torch from one trusted steward to another. Magic's endorsement matters. He's not just a Lakers legend, he's a voice for the fans and a guardian of the culture. And his belief in Mark Walter sends a powerful message. This is the right move, at the right time, with the right person. This couldn't have gone any better, for the fans, for the Buss family, and for the NBA, Magic said. Mark Walter is a true visionary. He understands what the Lakers mean, and he's ready to build something incredible. What this means for the Lakers, and the league. The transition from the Buss family to Mark Walter marks the end of an era, and the beginning of something entirely new. Since Dr. Jerry Buss purchased the team in 1979, the Lakers have become synonymous with glamour, excellence, and championships. Under his leadership and later his daughter Jeannie's, the Lakers not only built one of the most successful franchises in sports history, but they also redefined what it means to be a global basketball brand. Now, as the reins pass to Walter, the question becomes, what's next? Industry insiders believe the shift in ownership could usher in a new wave of investment and modernization across the Lakers' operations, from player development and analytics to marketing and global outreach. Walter is not just buying a team, he's inheriting a cultural institution, one league executive told The Athletic. But he's also the kind of guy who understands how to evolve without losing what makes the Lakers special. Possible front office moves and organizational upgrades. Although Jeanie Buss will remain involved in an advisory role during the transition, sources suggest that Walter may bring in a fresh wave of executive talent to help retool the front office. That could mean bolstering the basketball operations department with data-driven minds, investing further in scouting and player development, and reshaping the organizational philosophy to match today's fast-changing NBA landscape. Walter's ownership of the Dodgers showed his willingness to spend big, but smart. Fans and analysts alike are wondering if he'll take a similar approach with the Lakers, investing heavily not only in superstar talent, but also in infrastructure, training, and support staff. He's not just about splashy moves. He's about sustainable excellence, Magic said. And that's exactly what the Lakers need right now. The Buss family's emotional farewell. While the sale represents an exciting future, it's also a deeply emotional goodbye for the Buss family, who have stewarded the Lakers for over 4 decades. For many fans, Jeanie Buss has been more than an owner. She's been a symbol of loyalty, class, and legacy. Her decision to sell wasn't taken lightly. But Magic Johnson emphasized how thoughtful and personal the process was. Jeanie took her time. She didn't just pick someone with the deepest pockets, she picked someone with the right heart, he said. She wanted to make sure whoever bought the team would treat it like family. That's Mark. A ripple effect across the NBA. The Lakers changing hands sends shockwaves across the NBA. This is one of the league's marquee franchises, and any major move, especially at the ownership level, shifts the landscape. Other team owners, players, agents, and even broadcasters will be watching closely to see how Walter runs things. Expect more corporate partnerships, global expansion efforts, and possibly even a re-evaluation of how the Lakers use their influence in league decision-making circles. When the Lakers speak, the league listens, one agent noted. With Walter coming in, that voice might get even louder. What Lakers fans should expect next? The 2025-26 season will likely be the first full campaign under Walter's leadership. While no drastic overnight changes are expected, subtle shifts may begin to emerge. More transparency, enhanced fan experiences, cutting-edge technology integration, and deeper community initiatives that align with the values Jeanie and Dr. Buss always championed. More importantly, fans can expect one constant: the pursuit of championships. At the end of the day, Magic said, this is about banners. Mark knows that. He's here to bring more of them to Crypto.com Arena. The sale is expected to be finalized by late 2025, pending final league approvals. But one thing's already clear: the future of the Lakers is in steady, visionary hands. And for Magic Johnson and the millions of purple and gold faithful around the world, that's a reason to believe again.